Thundercats! Oh, wait, no. It's a Thunder Dragon. Ho! Sorry. Yes, okay, and welcome to Andy Robinson RC. And cheers for checking out today's episode. As you may have noticed, we have the Tamiya 2021 re-release of the Tamiya Thunder Dragon, which we've been waiting for a while now. It's been kept on getting pushed back, and it's finally here with us in the UK. Now, I know some other countries have already had them before us, but it was a bit of the same when the Top Force re-release came out, the Evo. We had them in the UK before other countries, so swings and roundabouts, I guess. Now, before I go much further, I'd like to say, well, this kit has been donated to the channel. Now, the gentleman who has donated this to the channel would prefer if he remained anonymous, which is totally fine and cool. But if you're watching this, and I hope you're watching this, it means an awful lot to me that you kindly donated this to the channel. At the time when the gentleman in question got in touch with me, I was almost speechless. I was like blown away because I don't know. I just didn't think I'd get to the point at all where I'd be lucky enough that people wanted to donate to the channel and help the channel. So a massive thank you. You know who you are, and it really is appreciated. Okay, so as you know, it's the 2021 Thunder Dragon. Now, originally this was released back in 1988 in March. Okay, under kit 58073. So this kit now, well, the actual original Thunder Dragon is like a 32-year-old RC kit now. Obviously, this one is the re-release, and this one comes under kit number 47458. So here it is. Okay, so let's have a bit of an unboxing. Now, I won't go, or try not to, go into tons and tons of detail about it, because I'm sure, as you'll already know, this is the last buggy in this series to be re-released. We had the Thunder Shot originally, and then we had the Fire Dragon, which has actually been released twice now, re-released twice, and of course we had the Terror Scorcher in 2020. So that left the Thunder Dragon, and it's finally been done. Now, originally, I must admit, this was a body style out of all of them that I didn't really like as much. But I tell you what, it has grown on me, and I've said it before, I do like what I call the ugly buggies, and I actually prefer this body shell now more than the Thundershot. So I'm sure some people will or won't agree with me, but there you go. But I am quite liking this now. Also, as well, since I actually sold my Terror Scorcher to fund other projects, it means I don't have any of these chassis, but now I do. So, okay, let's look at this a bit more in detail. Now, on the box, it states here it's got a pre-cut and painted body included. Tamiya seems to be doing this a lot more now. Right now, I'm glad because I have no spray paints at the moment to paint this up, so that will save me a bit of hassle. So for this one, I'm pretty pleased with that. Anyway, let's whip the lid off, which you watch, it won't come off now. Okay, we'll just pop that down there for the minute. Okay. So this is what you get. Now, there are a few extra things in this box that I have put in here. Now, I haven't taken anything out of this box yet, but I put a few things in that I've got in preparation for this build. Anyway, as you can see, you know, it's Not in blister packs, as we know, but this is sort of what you're getting now from Tamiya. I quite like it. It's smart enough for me. So that's all good. To be honest, it's all going to be out and built anyway. But yeah, neatly packaged in. Okay, now I'll just take these things out for a minute because we'll get onto that in a bit later. Okay, so as we know, it is pretty much the same chassis that you will see before with the other buggies in this series. Now, the thing I'm interested in is obviously I want to show you the pre-painted body, and we're going to also have a look at the decals as well. Foraging for parts now, tray and the decals. Okay, so let's look at those bits first. Okay, so the body comes on this nice little wedge that you get in there to help pack everything in the box. Right, it's actually pinned on, so I'll just take that off. Okay, we won't need that for the minute. Okay. Now it's still stuck in here. Yeah, maybe I should have done this off camera. Okay then, bear with me. There we go. Right, okay, so here it is. This is our pre-cut. In fact, I've just noticed I said pre-cut before, but that means my wife won't have to cut this one out for me. It's already done. She'll just have to do the decals for me. Okay, so as I said, here you go. This is it. Pre-painted in silver. I always actually thought it was darker than this originally. I don't know. Let me know if you think that is any lighter than the original colour. Anyway, it's probably me because I've never had an original Thunder Dragon, so I don't know. But yeah, nicely all cut out. All the holes are cut for the body mounts, though you will probably have to put one in if you're running 40 meg or 27 megahertz radio. However, I've got a 2.4 gig for this one, so I might get away with not having to drill any extra holes in for an aerial. We shall see. But yeah, it's very nice. Nicely sprayed up. The cockpit is nice. It's got nice crisp lines going around it, so they've done a good job of masking it. So yeah, it's kind of like that. You know, every time I hold one up, I always think I look like a Decepticon now. Anyway, sorry. Yeah, it reminds me of Transformers. But yeah, so I'm liking that body. That is cool. Okay, and I say, I know there's lots of people out there that do like to paint up their bodies, and I get that totally. But it's one of those catch 22 situations. But on this occasion, I'm rather happy that has been cut and sprayed. Okay, so that's the body shell. Now you get the little tray that covers the chassis, like a chassis cover, with the driver there ready to paint up. And of course, his head is missing, so I'm assuming it'll be in one of the boxes. Okay, and you go. These are the Thunder Dragon decals. Superb quality as usual for the decals from Tamiya. Now, I'm just looking now if there's any difference to the original decals. Now, I haven't looked at any original decals, so to be honest, I'm not entirely sure. Anyway, I think this one will generally be quite an easy body shell to put decals on, which is good because that's the other thing I hate doing, is putting decals on. But this one, I say that, touch wood, hopefully will be pretty straightforward. So they are the decals, which is ace. Okay, your re-release instruction manual, all there. As I said, standard stuff, so that's all good. All right, marvellous, okay. Right, okay, so what else is there now? Okay, you've got your tyres in there. Now, we're not using these for this build, say me. I'm not using these tyres for this build. I've gone for something slightly different. Now, as you can see here, we've got here a set of egress wheels with Vanquish tyres mounted on the pin spikes. So I wanted to do something a little different rather than, because I knew I wouldn't be spraying this body up myself, I just wanted to give it a slightly different look. So yeah, I've gone for some egress black wheels, same as the Vanquish ones, but in black and not white. And then we've got Vanquish tyres mounted on the wheels. So they're the rears. And also we've obviously got the fronts there as well to match. So they will be going on. Now, what else have I got to put on this? Makes sense if I'm building it from scratch. We have a set of bearings there from RC Bearings. I'll try and remember to put links in the description. A set of gold, yellowy wheel nuts just to stand out from the black wheels and jazz it up a bit. Pick out the yellow on the body shell from the decals, and also a very important thing, especially on the vintage ones, but you might as well do it on the re-releases as well. Got the A5 part brace there that the screw pins go through, and that just helps beef up that front parts of the chassis and bulkhead, so it's less likely to break. So we've got one of them. That was from Make It Build It. So we've got them to go in now. This kit comes with the TBL04, Tamiya's latest ESC you get with the kits. Again, I'm not going to be using that either for this one. In fact, that, which is here, will be going into my Tamiya CC01 Defender because it needs a new ESC. So that's going to go in that. Now, what we are going to do, or what I'm going to do, is put in, for a change, a mild brushless system into this one. I ended up having a spare brushless system to use, and I thought, why not? We'll put it in this. So you won't have seen it yet because I've not released the video, but I recently bought an RC10 Classic A-Stamp Gold Pan RC10 buggy. Now, it came with a modern Trackstar 80 amp ESC and 17.5 brushless motor, which I have here. So obviously it's not brand new, but it's in very good condition and it's got hardly any use at all. So I thought, why not put it in the Thunder Dragon, and we'll use that for it. So that's what's going to be powering it. So for this build, yeah, slightly different, okay, but I am looking forward to doing this, and most likely I'll be cracking on with this after I start filming. Okay, so that's what I'm doing to it. Now we'll just quickly go through the parts for you, just in case you aren't familiar with this. So in here we have got lower wishbones for the front and rear, and we've got parts of the we've got shock towers, body mounts, and part of the chassis top deck in there. Yeah, front bumper, so pretty flexible things. Here again, this is your gearbox housings as well for the four-wheel drive system. On here we've got front shock mounts, we've got the rear hubs, front hubs, and I was going to say wheel hexes then. We've got the wheel mounts, the triangular wheel mounts, which again, we're not using them because the Vanquish egress wheels are a hex fit. So we'll be putting hexes on this. Okay, there is your chassis tub. It doesn't have to look tiddly when there's no nothing attached to it. So we've got the chassis tub there. And then, okay, we've got the classic Thunder Dragon wheels as well. Again, they won't be used in this. So that leaves us with the metal parts box. Then why did I not bring the knife with me? Because I'm an idiot. Okay. So you get your yellow oil CVA shocks there. You've got the shock bodies, collars, shock bottoms, and pistons all in there. There's our driver figure for the cockpit that we need to paint up. Front steering front steering knuckles. Okay, servo saver. We've got all the gears there, I think. We've got some gears, all the gears there. The coat hanger, the prop shaft there. Okay, then we've got the metal parts bag. It has the beefed up motor mount like you see on the other re-releases. And we have got just a normal 540 motor, silver cam. In there we've got cable ties, track rod ends, turnbuckle things in there, yeah, turnbuckles, yeah, and track rod ends. Bevel gears as well in that, and the output drive from the prop shaft. And then in here, the big bag, you've got, as you can see, we've got an anti-roll bar in there. We've got the springs for the shocks, damper oil, tools, and we've got all the metal drive parts. You've got the dog bones, and we've got all the out drives and gearbox joints there. And we've got plastic bushings and various screws and fitments all in there to build it up. And last but not least, there we go, we've got the body clips. Right, so that is what we have in the Thunder Dragon 2021 re-release by Tamiya. Okay, now, usually I do a montage type of thing, not a montage, but I get all the parts out and bring the camera over and you can have a closer look. But I think that's going to be a little tricky this time round because I've got everything everywhere. So on this occasion, I'm not going to do that. As I say, I'm fairly sure most of you are familiar with this kit or this chassis anyway. So yeah, so what do you think, guys and girls, to the Thunder Dragon 2021 release? Have you ordered one already? Have you pre-ordered one? Are you thinking of getting one? Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think as well to the things I'm going to do to it. As I said, we're getting the pin spike tyres. We've got egress wheels going on. 17.5 brushless censored motor and ESC bearings. The little sparkly blingy wheel nuts. And what else did we get? And the A5 parts brace. I'm looking there because I need to see what I've got. Yeah. Okay, now, if you haven't seen the other video I did on this, on the Fire Dragon, the early release, I'll put a link to the description in that as well. Right, I'm going to leave this video here for you, and hopefully very soon we'll see the completed buggy and we'll be driving it about. So, thank you very much for tuning in and watching today's episode. Really, really appreciate it always. If you'd like to see more content from the channel, please consider subscribing and hitting the like button and notification bell. Also as well, if you want, you can join us on Andy Robinson RC on Instagram and Andy Robinson RC group on Facebook. Come and join us on there as well. You'll be most welcome. Okay, we'll see you soon. We've got lots of other videos in the pipeline. Still got the sledgehammer to run. That's going to be filmed tomorrow. We've got the Escort versus the Citroen 2CV Rally. I've got the Team Associated video coming up as well. Loads of stuff in the pipeline as well. Anyway, I'm going. Look after yourselves and take care, and we'll see you soon. Bye.